Hello and welcome. We will be looking at checkmates in 2, 3 and 4 moves. The bishop is attacking the rook, but we play this combo and it works out. That's forced, rook f7, queen in the corner is forced, and then a beautiful mate. You are going to see the most beautiful mate in 4 at the end. Why don't you solve these puzzles with me as we go through the video? Timestamps are below for each section. That's the square you want, so you sacrifice in style. Checkmate. Rook covers the back, that's a check. You block and then you play g3, checkmate. Oh, just went to the wrong square. Normal, check, then the rook and the bishop team up. Take, then take. It'd be really nice if I could play the rook there. The knight covers the exit square, so that's in the way. Typical deflection. Check from the bishop. King moves to the file and then you switch it around. Rook up and over. The important thing is rook here covers that square. Check. This is a weird one as well. Check. King here, that's mate. Can't come up due to the bishop. Check. If take, then queen there's mate. So that's a nice deflection as well. That's a nice one because that's check. Bishop works very well with the rook, teaming up or using the X-ray. Normal. Queen sacrifice and then forcing the rook out and then mate using the pin. Check here and then mate. If you block, then you take. Now let's go for mates in 3. We go back, we scroll down and we have mates in 3. Let's go. Check, check, mate with the rook or the queen. Check, check, and then mate with the rook, because the rook actually defends the pawn and then this rook defends it as well. By the way, can't come out because of the pawn on f6. Check, check, and mate. Can't come there, and we got the 2 rooks guarding the C and the D files. Really good one. How do I stop the king going there? Absolutely ridiculous, to be honest. I'm running out of squares to even think about. Queen h3, queen g6. Queen here? Oh my gosh. I can't see a square. Queen there. Just hides away. Oh my gosh. I bet it's g6, and I'm not seeing the move after. Oh, it's f5. Shit. It was g6. But I just thought after king e4 I rejected it. Here, here, And then here, bloody, that's brilliant. I didn't even see this one. What's this? Oh, that's mate. Shit. That's a brilliant one. Wow. That was weird. If here, it's check and then this one. Or here and then here. It's uncomfortable to get a puzzle wrong, but you got to feel this uncomfortable feeling. Or else I'm just pressing the green tick button and then moving on to the puzzle. No, you got to sit with this uncomfortable feeling. It sucks, okay? When you get a puzzle wrong, it sucks. You just want to click next. Go to the next puzzle straight away. No. Could be knight h5 because here, check, and then mate. Now if knight h5, I threaten this and then take. So I believe that's the answer here. Check, and then mate on f7. Now after knight h5, bishop f8 we take, so that's just mate in 2. Now here, is there any other move? Queen is just way offside, I think that's it. Because the queen, because the knight and the queen team up here. So we're going to go here, here, and then here. Good. Use check first, because I'm just thinking mate in 3, then check, which is vital because it protects the king and the rook. King in the corner, then you take the rook. Check, flush the king out, can't go there, king comes up. Oh. Too many squares, no. I think I might close in here, check. Then check here. King goes back and then mate on f7. Yeah, check here, here. Right, typical tactic. 1, 2. Using the pin. King goes back and then we mate on g7. 1, 2, 3. It might be this first. And the king goes here. I think we need to deflect because that isn't mate. So the rook is guarding it. So we're going to go check. And then the queen can come here to give mate. 1, 2, 3. Check. King here, that's the problem. Well, then you played the wrong discover check because you need to guard the square, I see. Check from the bishop. King here, check. King comes up and then mate on b7. 1, 2, 3. Don't want the king to run, so let's force it back to the king side. Check, check, and then mate because the king can't come out. 1, 2, 3. Probably want to get the bishop here, so we might start with this. Don't want to take this because then the rook is a defender now. So check, check. And then now knight f3. By the way, the king couldn't go here because of the bishop. Check, check, mate. Probably flush the king out. Check, check, and then mate. I think this mating pattern, I remember Wesley So had it against Magnus Carlsen a couple years ago in the online tournament. I remember this geometry. 1, 2, 3. guards these two squares, so we need a rook involved. Probably this. Check. And then this knight can come back now. Check. And then now mate from this one. Note, this rook guards the 5th rank. Check, check, mate. Check, take, queen in the corner, and then knight is mate. It's very important to take the h2 pawn because then the g3 square is available for the knight mate. If we did it this way round, it doesn't work because after bishop h2, white can do something else, probably give it up. Check, check, mate. Two bishops slicing the board, facing the king. I mean, this is screaming to be played. Check, check, and then mate with promotion. Yeah, looks good. Probably take. Queen g6 maybe. But then queen g5. Oh, but then rook g7. So here, here, rook g7, and then queen here. Or rook, both are mate. Now, if queen g6, is there nothing? Queen g6. Well, queen f7 is. Queen h7 is friend. That's actually really cool. Here, that's mate as well, if you don't sort out the knight. By the way, if you take the rook, well then that's mate. So that's the move. Here, and then you can pick your mate. Oh, this again. Same pattern. Probably take or queen f8. If take, rook f8. Forcing the capture, and then you can promote, and then it'll be checkmate because there's a bishop there. Stopping the king coming out. Check. Oh shit. Oh, you can take with knight. I was being careless. Damn. So I should have gone queen here. Queen there, take, get a queen, or well, get a rook, really. Rook takes, I mean, and then mate, and then bishop. Ah, I was being careless. That's a bit picky. Life is picky. Here, here, and here. It could be check. King takes. Very unlikely, but then check. And then bishop here, then what? It's not mating 3. Could be knight c5, king b5. No, it's got too many squares. Maybe it's queen b6. Yeah, queen b6. Then I'm threatening that. So queen b6, rook b2, knight c5. So queen b6, there's got to be some move from him. Bishop b5, knight c5. After queen b6, rook b2, knight c5, king a3, and queen a5. That's it. That's a weird one. Really weird. Queen b6, rook b2, knight c5, king here, and then queen a5. Damn. Probably this. King's weak. Check. And then back. Yeah. Can't come out due to the knight. Yeah. Beautiful. Don't know if I would have seen that in a real game. You forget the knight covers that square. Bishop e6 looks good. Check. Then we go check. And then we go mate. I don't want the queen. I want the queen to be deflected, so I think that's good. Doesn't matter. You can take with the rook here, here, here. go there because of the pawn, so got to go here and then mate. Very useful. There's a queen blocking, so you can't come out. Check, check, and then mate. Probably rook there. It's a normal tactic. 1, throw the queen out. 2, and then 3. Normal. Can't come out, man. Can't come out. 1, 2, oh, 3. Check. Check. And then g4, that's it. That's the move I missed. I was wondering how to give a final check. And if the king comes up, then queen here. That's it. Now we go mates in 4. Let's go back. Mates in 4. Let's go. King is surrounded. So rook here looks good. Then there's going to be a mate. Rook there, well, is there a mate? Because if I go check here, if I go check here, so well, let's try the other rook here, because then this is mate. So let's try that. Rook here, king moves, check, king moves. Now the rook comes up and then mate. So green is arrow 1, blue arrow 2, move 2 I mean. Red is 3, yellow is 4. Let's go back here, 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 and then either rook can take. Great. Let's throw in a diagonal check on a light square. Check. Forcing the king out. Queen is well placed here. So check, come out. If I lure the king out with f5, take, then the bishop can come out, which is beautiful in my opinion. Yeah, that's a beautiful move because you defend the knight as well. Check, then king moves there, red, and then we need to mate, and a mate looks like here using the knight. By the way, king can't go here because of that knight, so I think that is a beautiful mate in 4. Check, 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 and then we got mate. That's gorgeous. Lovely. If check, take. Now that's probably part of it. Maybe we actually want the bishop there to stop you coming out. But then what? Okay, check, then the king goes here though. Damn. Right, after that I can't see the next move. And then the king has a lot of squares. Right, let's try again. Check, here. Alright, let's play the first move. See if that's right. Good. No. At least I got that right. Now what? Yeah. This is queen g3. Oh my gosh, queen here. Because then you can come back, or g6. Oh my gosh, it could be not a check. Queen. He might be it. here, then still g6, take, and then take back. Right. Take, so move 2. Queen blocks, I guess. Check, take, and then take, and then king boxing. Yeah, that's really tough to see. Okay. Ah, it throws in a check. Okay, well, still the same thing. Wow, that was tough. It's probably knight. Yeah, knight where? Well, hang on. Maybe I flush out 1, 2, 3. Here, I meant. If king goes in, knight back. So this knight check hits both. That looks absolutely beautiful. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Defending and attacking. That is tough. But these puzzles on lichess are amazing. Got to flush the king out. Queen is important covering here, so it might be a move like f5. So if f5, take. Check. King here. Check. King here, and then mate. Now, so that's good. If check, king here. Then that's mate. Okay. So here, there's no other move. Just want to double check because this closes in the king. King moves here. I believe that's a good one. Check. It's very important there's a pawn there. So check here. Can't come here or here because of the queen. King moves and then we close in. Queen is too far away. Right, I believe that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks good. Normal tactic. Totally normal. Queen f7. Rook here. Check. 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 And then mate. Now if you take and then the king comes out, then you've got to play bishop h5. Yeah. That's very important here, because it's got to be a double check. So bishop h5. King here, then you take the rook. I meant red. You take the rook and then you go rook here. Now, why is that important? Because the king comes out, so it's got to be this way around. So check, let's see which one happens. Right, you take with the king. Okay, check. Now we force it and we're in. That's a beautiful one. Beautiful. Check. 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 Using the bishop, the king has to come up and then you come back. Backward moves are difficult to see. This bishop now controls the dark squares. So notice the queen controls the h file, but the bishop controls the diagonal. So that is a really good one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Main 4. Crikey. Doesn't look like it. It might be queen f7. It's a puzzle. If this was a real game, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have seen it. Probably would have traded and then just keep playing. Compensation, really, because white's just ahead in development. But it is a puzzle, so it forces you to look. 1, 2. King has to go back, then the bishop comes in, check, and then it's mate. Thanks to the double bishops controlling the diagonals. That's a great one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh gosh, this is beautiful. It's because the bishops work. Normally you might just recapture your queen and then play, just continue. 1, the queen comes back, and I think that's the brilliant thing about this puzzle. You don't take the queen, check, swing the rook over, the knight blocks, and then it is rook takes, because you can't take because of this, and then you can't come out because of the bishop. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. I wonder if it's a check first, then you take it. That could be the difference. If check, then king here, come back, king here. I need that protected. But if I keep the knight there, maybe f4 is the final move later. Check. Oh, check, 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 and then f. No, king comes out. No. Check, king here, forced. Check, king here. Red, check. Oh, red, check here. Oh, and then queen h4. That's it. You have to play a move to stop it coming out. You can't come here because of here. Right, I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, beautiful geometry. Dun, 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 dun. It's probably knight h6 or queen f8. Queen f8, I think I'm running out of pieces. Nope. Could be knight g5 as well. But it's got to be a fast move. I don't think here you got maybe a... No, shush. Here. But then if queen takes, then what? Pawn takes, I mean. Ah, it could be the bishop coming in. Dun. Dun. Oh, wow. Dun, and then dun. Wow, here's the bishop sneaking in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rook here, mate. Thanks to the bishop. Can't come out. Right. Now if here... Check. King here. What was I thinking? Ah, rook e7. That's why it's mate in 3. If it was that way round, because the knight actually covers the exit square, bishop defends the rook. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we go back here, there was this option 1, 2. If here, then that is mate. That's a nice one to remember. The rook's being defended, and the knight will cover that square. That's a great one. I think this is a normal one. Check, check, because you stop the king coming out, so you block, and then you take with the bishop. Absolutely vital. Yeah, you can't do this because then the king runs, so you've got to do bishop takes, pawn takes, and then the queen comes here, so then it's mate, and the king cannot go in the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to crash room style, maybe. Got 2 rooks, so it's probably queen here. It's a puzzle after all, so you've got to sacrifice in style. 1, 2. King has to go back. And it might just be a calm rook h7. It doesn't feel like it though. f6 though. Nah, got to be something else. Maybe it's rook h7 first. It could be, yeah. Yeah, it's not a check, thank goodness. Just in case. Yeah, I think it, yeah, there's a double check. Here, check. Then check, double check. And then rook in the corner, mate. Now, let's check that out again. If take, what else could black do? If f6, then, well, it's check. Or, well, queen g6 probably. Something, and then it's even worse, I think. Here, f6. Then queen h5, yeah, it's worse. Then rook h8. We're going to go for it. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3. So, just going to turn on the engine just to check this one. Beautiful double check. Just wanted to check f6. Just in case. And queen h5, great. You cover this and this, and if here, well, just come in. Done. And we're in. Cool. Perfect. I think this is a normal one. Oh, 1, 2, and then we just got to play. Oh, Ah, but then the king moves to d8. Oh no, knight d6, that's it. Perfect. Knight d6, then knight f7 is mate, or here, and then rook f8. Yeah, I was just wondering because then the rook actually helped out in the defense. So there we go. Let's action replay that. 1, 2, 3, because it's double check. The king moves here, and then 4 mate here. King can't come out, right. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, he went that way. Okay, rook there then. Could be this. Check. It's probably that. And then check. Yep. Boom. Rook f7, and then dun, and then mate on the back. So 1, knight f7, because then the rook controls the file, forced. Queen, oh, queen f8, and then mate. Yeah, knight f7 is important because then you get the rook off the back. Yeah, I was just wondering why throw in a knight, you see. But there we go. 1. Oh, he went that way. Shit, I didn't even consider that. Not that it matters. I think that's the important thing. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. It's like Tigran Petrosian. Check. Then. Oh no, hang on. I need to get the order right. Yes, I got it. I got the order wrong, I think. Yeah, I got the order wrong. Forget that. Bishop f7 here, because it forces rook there, then in the corner, forcing, and then it's knight f7. All this time the rook is attacking, the bishop is attacking the rook, but we play this combo and it works out. That's forced, rook f7, queen in the corner is forced, and then a beautiful mate. I hope you enjoyed this type of video, where we started from mate in 2 up to mate in 3, 4. Go on lichess, go to the puzzle theme section, and this is how you get stronger.